Hey guys, welcome to my first cash stuffing of 2023. Where the heck have I been? I have a whole vlog coming up talking about where I've been. Really, it's been uneventful, truthfully. I lost a bunch of footage that I had from the last 3 or 4 months or so, and I just never really got back into doing YouTube. Another thing is I completely changed up my sinking funds a little bit. I got rid of a lot of stuff, so instead of going to the second page, this is all I'm going to be stuffing for 2023. Don't mind my voice, I'm just a tiny bit stuffy. I've been kind of congested and coughing most of the day. So this stuffing is $850. We recently made a huge financial decision and move for our family, and so because of that, 2023 is going to be about rebuilding everything. So at the end of 2022, I actually did really well at not spending a ton for birthdays and Christmas and that type of stuff, but I ended up draining all of my sinking funds, every single one of them. I didn't keep anything in any of them because like I said, we used it for a financial purpose, and it was better in my bank account. So I took everything out of all my cash stuffing, but now I want to get back to it. So even my actual cash envelopes, I have not carried a cash wallet in about 5 months, since like right when the girls went back to school, maybe a month after that. I had stopped filming my cash stuffing because I don't know, time got away from me. Like I said, I just really wasn't into it at the time, and I truly missed it. I actually almost finished my 100 envelope stuffing this last year, and originally I was going to use it for finishing up, just paying off some stuff, and then the student loan thing happened and they're still on deferment or whatever, and just like a bunch of stuff has happened the last 4 or 5 months. Andres just recently got a new vehicle, and so because of that, I just threw everything in the bank. And I don't know. I want to start all over fresh for 2023. So if you can see, I got rid of a bunch of my sinking fund categories, specifically from my holiday binder. I just came to the realization this last year that there are a bunch of holidays that I just am it's just so much easier to cash flow them, not to set aside money, $5-10 a paycheck. Like, it's just so much easier to cash flow, which means you take it from like that current paycheck and things that you have going on at the time. That was easier for me. So let's go ahead and get into the first cash stuffing of 2023. Let's move this over. I'm stuffing a total of $850 today. I am a few days behind. I wanted to stuff this a few days ago. We're already on the 13th, and this was from a week ago's paycheck, but that's okay. No big deal. I kind of lowered my actual cash envelopes here just a touch, so that'll end up working nicely. So for groceries, and let me make sure I have this laid out. Yes, for groceries, I did $150 for essentially just the 1 week, and we did that in 150 and 520s, 20, 40, 60, 80, 150. And these bills that they gave me are all wrinkled, like somebody was folding these and stuffing them somewhere, but that's okay, no big deal. So we will do groceries. I really want to get a new cash envelope. I mean, obviously this works just fine, but it definitely has seen better days. Eating out, we are doing $100 for the week. 20, 40, 60, 81. I don't anticipate spending all of that in the 1 week, but we're coming up on the weekend, and I do need to go grocery shopping. And typically days that I grocery shop, we tend to eat out. And when we eat out as a family, I'll probably blow through that. Household is getting $40, so 2 20s. And then, of course, I don't have my gas. I don't even know why I still have that one there, because my gas I just automatically pay on my card. Miscellaneous is getting $20. Fun is getting $40. And then Beauty is getting nothing right now. So, and I actually want to dye my hair this weekend, but I'm not stuffing Beauty. So, and then I obviously don't need to deposit anything. And my little coin pouch has seen better days. But my Hello Kitty, believe it or not, you guys, my little Hello Kitty piggy bank is completely full. I cannot stuff any more coins in this thing, so I really need to take it to the bank. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow, because I need to be, by next week, I definitely will have more coins and I need to be able to use that. So my cash envelopes are stuffed. Now let's go to actual sinking funds. As you can see, new year, new me. I'm using purple for the sinking funds. So we're starting off with Mother's Day. This is our pink binder. I still have the pink binder for my holidays. So $20 for Mother's Day. And I mean, of course, Mother's Day is, you know, in several months. So I'm hoping to be able to stuff this pretty good between now and then. I did it last year, so I should be fine. I did leave my little starter kits in here from last year. As you can see, 1/16/2022. Obviously I started around the same time last year too. So Mother's Day, $20. Anniversary, $10. I even took the money from this. We were supposed to go to Vegas for our anniversary. That was supposed to be a little trip, and then we had a little snafu at the house, and yeah, we ended up having to cancel it, so that kind of stunk. Birthdays is getting $60, so a 50 and a 10. And obviously, since I'm kind of starting over with everything, our beginning balance is going to be what we put in. Back to school, $60. Same thing, back to school, I usually start shopping in, like, honestly, June. So I have about 6 months to get my life together here with back to school. Father's Day is getting $10. So initial stuffing there. Halloween is getting 10. I did opt to keep Halloween because I feel like Halloween is a little bit more. I usually, like, I think this last year we spent about $400 between costumes. I had costumes for work, costumes for each of the girls, and then we bought candy and all of that. So I just feel like Halloween is one of those I do need to prepare for a little bit. But as you can see, I took out Valentine's Day, Easter. Those were, like, not big holidays this last year. I also took out 4th of July. I combined Christmas with New Year's Eve, which is my next one. So this past year, Christmas, I ended up having about $1,500 this past year, and it worked out perfect. I actually had a ton of money left over just because I did Christmas a little bit different this year than I normally had done before. And then what else? We didn't do any Black Friday shopping because we worked, so we did absolutely nothing. We did no after Christmas shopping because I worked. So it was fine. It worked out great. We ended up spending more for New Year's Eve than we originally budgeted. I think originally I had wanted to save about $200, and I think we spent more than that, like $350 between fireworks, food, alcohol, that kind of stuff. So I am going to combine Christmas and New Year's Eve this year, $50. I figure, you know, if I'm very diligent about what I'm saving, I probably could get about $1,500 to $1,800 for the year for Christmas. So we'll start there and see how it goes. And again, if I need to roll over some, or if I need to cash flow some at the time, I can always do that too. It's not a big deal. Date night, $20. We're starting over in this one too. Obviously, we're starting over in everything. $10 for medical. I found that last year this was mostly to cover, like, little copays and lab visits and things like that. Nothing crazy. A few prescriptions here and there. Pet is getting $20. And this is no longer, last year I was kind of pulling from it frequently to pay for sometimes their food and stuff like that. This is going to be for annual vet visits and any, like, bed or toys or medicines or emergencies, things like that. I'm not going to pull it for their food monthly. That comes out of like my basic checking account expenses. Gifts is up next. We are starting over with that one as well. $20 for gifts. I really like having that because, you know, of course, if the girls have like a little random birthday party or something they have to go to, it's nice to have the money. So the pink envelope is done. Now we are going to the opal envelope. In this one, we're starting off with clothes. I got rid of, like I said, a bunch of envelopes that I just didn't feel like were serving their purpose anymore for me. I'd really have to go and look because I kind of downsized everything and I just didn't really even think about it. I was like, I don't need this one. I don't need that one. So $20 in clothes. Summer activities is getting $20. We have Six Flags season passes that expire in July. So my goal is to have the money to be able to repurchase those. Sports, $20. The girls are not actually doing any sports. Emmy did not opt for a track this year. So this will be for this next year if they want to do anything. Cash emergency, I really did like having this one just in case I needed anything. So I'm going to stick with that little bits at a time. And then here's one that I downsized. I got rid of the Disney vacation because last year I found like I just wasn't stuffing it as normally as I would everything else. And we are planning a trip this summer, but we've kind of like half considered Disney still. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. Like I said, I put all the money in the bank account and I just moved on from there. So $10 for vacation, and I still am going to have this be more of like a spending money type category whenever we do go on vacation. And since we had to cancel our Vegas trip, I still really want to go to Vegas, just me and him. So yeah, we'll see. Car maintenance, even though we both have fairly new cars, I still want to go ahead and originally I had car maintenance because we had a 2016 Pilot, but we got rid of it when Andres got his new truck. And so I originally was saving this because the Pilot was paid off for repairs and things like that as we needed it, but things happened. We ended up trading in for him to get a new vehicle. And so because of that, now this is just going to be if we need a tire or anything like that, oil change, just various things. Home renovations, $10. So I have 2 5s. Same thing, just for little things around the house. We have been doing such a huge job at decluttering everything. We've downsized so many things in this house. It's crazy. And so this is just for little projects. And then I really enjoyed having this 100 envelope challenge this last year. I felt like it really motivated me to save money. The whole point when you are done with the envelopes is you will have $5,050 saved. And I completed this last year. Off camera, I think I had maybe 10 envelopes left when I was done filming, and I completed it. So I was super proud of myself. And like I said, originally I had big plans for that money, and I just ended up throwing everything in the bank for financial reasons, like I said. And then there's a cat here that won't go away. And I was like, you know what? I just kind of want to start over. I think it would be so much fun. So I am going to do the $1 and the $5 challenge as well. But obviously I'm taking this money from my leftover cash envelopes every week, and I don't have anything left over because I just stuffed it. So I won't be stuffing these today, but I am going to be doing 2 envelopes every time I film, 1 per week. The whole point of it is to do 100. So obviously if you do 1 per week, it would take you 2 years to finish this. I may end up doing more, but I feel like if I just choose 2 every single time I cash stuff, I think it'll be less pressure on me to finish it by the end of the year, even though that would be great. I have $70 that look at this 20, hanging on by a thread. And I did a 20 and a 50 so that I could split them up like that. So let's color in the $20 or the 20 envelope and the 50. So nice little start to the new year. put that back in there. And like I said, I'm definitely going to do 2 every single paycheck, but I may do more if I have like extra cash come in, or I have a little bit more saved up that paycheck or anything like that. So $70. So that was a total of $850 that we stuffed today. $350 went to my cash envelopes for the 2 weeks, even though it's just for a week, and then $500 to my sinking funds. So super exciting. I am so glad to be back. I was so glad. I missed budgeting. I was so glad when I actually started doing it again. I mean, I went months, like I had them planned out for like every single paycheck, but the last one I actually stuffed was in August that I kept track of. Like even in October, I tried to write it out and do it. I just never did. Even in November, I tried to start writing everything out for like the birthdays and different things, and I just didn't stick with it. So because of that, I feel like the last couple of years I've had a difficult time kind of sticking with it towards the end of the year. So this year, sorry, I keep yawning, but this year my goal is to stick with it and actually follow through for the entire year. I feel like when it comes to birthdays, back to school, birthdays, holidays, I get overwhelmed and it goes out the window. So my goal this year is to stick to it, stick to my financial goals, and just keep pushing through. So I hope you guys are super excited to be back with me. I'm super excited to share this with you guys. And yeah, I will see you next week with another update. Thanks for watching.